Hi, Christine. How you doing? So I will be looking at this with you for the first time. There it is. Okay. So I've got your. Let me see. I got your root folder. Let's go ahead and open up your index page and let's see how we're looking here. Okay. So we got this is. I think this is much better. Um, I want to suggest one thing right off the get. I want to suggest that you design a logo, a designer's logo for yourself, and for you especially, somebody like you, or for especially for somebody like me, with a name that's a mouthful, it's not quite always that easy to try to develop your identity based on your name. I know I couldn't do it because people could never pronounce my name. It's not that difficult, like yours. However, I'm sure people hack your name all the time. So my point is, let's go ahead and develop a visual identity so that you can do one of two things. Number one, have a designer logo. Number two, you can associate, you can draw a visual association from your logo to your name so that you can go through your presentation and use your logo instead of places where you might otherwise place your name. You understand what I'm saying? So that we're drawing this visual connection between Christine, the designer, and this visual mark. Okay, so this is good. Your banner looks good, and I like that. I like that effect too, and it's cool because the background image happens to be very cool. So nice touch there. Um, Good job. I think I talked about this before. I don't think it was with you, but I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna go to portfolio, and I want to show you something. I think this is I think this is okay. So this I think is this part of your footer. Who we are again in touch. If that's not a live link, neither is that, neither is that. And I'm sure that's awesome. Good job there. And then that's your footer. So I'm wondering if this is all part of your footer. And the reason I ask that is because if I go to a different page, portfolio, for example, we have the same thing. So I'm guessing that's part of your footer. So let's go back home. These are, if these are testimonials, or I'm not sure what these are, but let's think about a different way of presenting these. Now, I understand that you coded these to look as such, and that's awesome. I'd also like you to think about being able to get back to the top of this page. Just a simple anchor tag, just to shoot back up to the top of the page. Not only that page, but all your pages. Let's take a look at your portfolio page. Okay, now eventually these are all going to link out, right? Definitely to an actual example of the work, the actual entire project. All right, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Um, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I know that I know that we had a slow start, and I think that there are still a lot of things in the that you could probably self-identify as far as moving forward, things that need to be fixed, maybe flags that we need to send up in areas that aren't quite working the way that they should be. So that said, let's just go ahead and say I'll see you real good scores on this is what I'm going to end up seeing, and excellent scores, and that's based on not, a lot of that is based on where we started and where we ended up, and the effort between there and here, and so forth. So good job, excellent job. I think you've done a good job with your typography and your design. I think everything is really super legible, and maybe not styled as much as we'd like to see, and eventually we will see down the line from you. I don't mean in this class, of course, but if you elect to move forward with this piece. So other than that, awesome job. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and give me a holler. Okay, thank you.